Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat, mga minamahal kong kapatid kay Kristo. Ngayon pong araw ay araw ng Martes o Martes Santo. Samahan po ninyo kong muling magnilay sa ikatatlong hapis ni Maria, ang pagkawala ng Niño Jesus sa templo. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Luke. Each year, his parents went to Jerusalem for the feast of the Passover. And when he had 12 years old, they went up according to the festival custom. After they had completed its day, as they were running, Jesus remained behind in Jerusalem, but his parents did not know it. Thinking that he was in the caravan, they journeyed for a day and looked for him among their relatives and acquaintances. But not finding him, they returned to Jerusalem to look for him. After 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the teachers, listening to them and asking them questions. And all who heard him were astounded at his understanding and his answer. When his parents saw him, they were astonished, and his mother said to him, "Son, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been looking for you with great anxiety." And he said to them, "Why are you looking for me? Did you know that I must be in my Father's house?" But they did not understand what he said to them. And his mother kept all these things in her heart. At the age of 12, all Jewish male are obliged to go to the temple to present themselves. In other words, all Jewish family need to go to temple, no? Sapagkat hindi naman po makakapunta ang mga bata na nag-iisa sa templo. The family need to accompany Jesus to the temple. Kaya sila Maria at Jose ay nagpunta po doon. And Jesus at that time reached the age of maturity because for them, maturity age is 12, no? Sa atin po, particularly in the Philippines, marriageable age is 18. So, in other words, he was given a kind of, masabi nating, freedom by his parents, no? Mary and Joseph, no? To roam around with other children. So, the event is this, no? Jesus took the advantage of talking with wise people. And considering wise people at that time are the Pharisees and also the scribes, supposed to be expert as the law of Moses is concerned. Kaya si Jesus ay nawili na nakikipag-usap sa kanila. He was so engrown so much to the discussion. So, habang nakikipag-usap po siya sa mga Pariseo at Eskriba, manghang-mangha po sila sa kanyang katalinuhan. And they were surprised from his answer, sapagkat ang mga sagot po ni Jesus ay kamangha-mangha. Most probably, hindi lang po sila namamangha sa kanya, kung hindi bilib din po sila sa kanyang mga magulang. Iniisip po nila, no? Saan kaya manggagaling ang katalinuhan kung hindi sa mga magulang, no? Itinuturo ng kanyang mga magulang. So, the people around him started already to admire him and his family. Maaring iisipin po nila, magaling ang kanyang magulang, matalino, ang kanyang mga magulang. Kung hindi sa kanyang mga magulang, hindi niya malalaman ito. Maybe they could say the family of this boy is very dedicated and devoted Jewish people and obeying all the rules. And one of the chapter in Deuteronomy said, when you get up, see to it that your child is being educated, being instructed. Tell the child about the laws of God. And most probably, and great probability, these people around him might have admired so much. No? So, the consequence, Jesus forgot Mary and Joseph. No? Meanwhile, it has time to go home. Remember, noong una pong panahon, malayo po ang kanilang nilalakbay papunta sa templo. Kaya, sila ay sabay-sabay na nagbibiyahe. At ang pagsamba po nila ay hiwalay sa mga lalaki at babae. Maaaring iinisip po ni Maria, no? Ang bata ay kasama ng nanay o kasama ng kanyang tatay. So, meanwhile, when they are traveling, Joseph and Mary were both thinking that where is Jesus? Siguro iniisip ni Maria na si Jesus ay kasama ni Jose. At iniisip naman po ni Jose na kasama ni Maria si Jesus. Remember, marami pong tao noon sapagkat karamihan, no, magkakasama po lahat ng mga taga Nazaret at katabing bayan sa pag-uwi. Sapagkat delikado po ang magbiyahe na nag-iisa, lalo na kung gabi na at malayo pa ang iyong bahay. So, that was the time only that they can recognize at dito na nagsimulang mangamba si Maria. And I think Joseph also participated in the sorrow of Mary, considering that Joseph was the father of Jesus. So, in other words, the sorrow of Mary, especially in this particular aspect of the life of Jesus, was not come out of fear, but out of love. Because if she did not love Jesus so much, wala po siyang magiging pakialam. Sino nga naman po ba ang ina na walang pakialam sa kanyang anak? Wala po, di ba? But we can say that the sorrow of Mary was controlled by her trust in God. No? Sa panahon po natin ngayon, marami pong mga single parents na walang sawang itinataguyod ang kanilang mga anak. Gumigising po sila ng maaga para ipagluto at inaasikaso ang kanilang mga anak bago sila pumasok sa eskwelahan. O di kaya, tinitiis ang pagod at hapdi ng kamay, no, sa pakikipaglabada, matustusan lamang ang kanilang pangangailangan. Despite all these things, do we give consolation for them or simply thanking them and thanking the Lord for the gift of life? O isa pa tayo sa dumadagdag ng sakit ng kanilang ulo? Isipin po natin yan at pagnilayan. Secondly, ang pangamba at takot ay nababawasan sa taong may pananampalataya. Sapagkat ang taong may pananampalataya, malakas po ang loob. At pansinin po natin, ang taong may pananampalataya ay ang taong masiyahin. Tandaan po natin, ibang-iba ang magagawa ng ating pananampalataya at pananalig sa Diyos. Sapagkat kapag may pananampalataya po tayo, ang negatibo na ating nararanasan, makikita po natin itong positibo. Ang mali at imposible na mangyari, makikita po natin itong posible. Sapagkat para po sa Diyos, lahat ay posible. Ano pong sabi ni San Pablo? We live by faith and not by sight. At ito po sana ang ating panghawakan, na may Diyos na siyang nagpapatatag ng ating pananampalataya. Tayo po sana ay mamuhay sa pananampalataya at matuloy po sana tayong manalangin at patuluyan po sana tayong magdasal at manalangin. Ito po ang mabibigay sa atin ng lakas ng loob, galak at kaligtasan. Ngayon pong araw, hilingin po sana natin sa Panginoon na patatagin po niya ang ating pananalig sa Kanya. Sa kaginhawaan at sa kasakitan, sa kaginhawaan at sa hapis, kung saan siya ang tunay na pinanggagalingan ng ating lakas at kaligtasan. O Diyos, gabayan mo nawa kami at iyong patatagin ang aming pananampalataya sa iyo, katulad ni Maria na iyong ina at aming ding ina. Muli po, magandang umaga sa inyong lahat.